I think university is a time where you find yourself. This is a time where I've truly learnt my potential and what I'm capable of.
We had 24 students from the University of Newcastle come along to Borneo. We spent 3 days in the Borneo jungle and we looked at orangutans in their habitat. It was amazing.
The skills that I've gained over those years and even watched and reflected on how much I've learnt, it amazes me.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate. My dad always said to me, he said, only brain can make a man. That means only knowledge can make a man. And I always had, the voice of my dad in the back of my head, saying that I could do it. Graduation was a major achievement in my life.
I started the university as an able-bodied kid, and then I had an accident after my second year. So that dream as a young kid from a disadvantaged background of throwing that cap and gown into it almost puts a tear in my eye of having that sense of achievement.
I was doing some volunteer work. One of the volunteer boss said to me that if you really like helping people, why don't you become a nurse? I want graduates to be bold, be courageous, and be your best.
I think it is very important to focus on your purpose because there will be a lot of issues, a lot of challenges facing ahead, and being able to overcome each time, I think it's what's important.
It's a wonderful feeling to be an alumni. You have this connection with other alumni, other students who have graduated.
Not just national, but also it's global scale.
Having a community behind you is probably the greatest thing you can have, apart from your family and friends, because really it's just a bigger version of them.
A family that is now around the world.
We've all come together as one, and we're all going to be lifelong friends.
I just enjoy the moment.
Words can't describe it.
It lasts a few seconds, but you really will remember it forever.
The world is your oyster. You really don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be the next day, but take every single opportunity that comes your way.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to our global alumni community.
Graduates and guests to this very special occasion. To comply with safety regulations, I'd like to point out the emergency exits in the venue. Please note your closest emergency exit. As a courtesy to everyone in the room, I ask that you please switch your mobile phone to silent. We acknowledge this is a long-awaited occasion. COVID-19 has likely extended your wait. The situation has also required us to make modifications to the ceremony. Graduates, under this different ceremony format, we ask that you rise from your seat when your name is called and remain standing in front of your seat, facing forward, while your qualification title is announced. You may remove your mask while you stand. You will then acknowledge your achievement by doffing, that's tipping your cap, to the presiding officer. You can then retake your seat as the audience applauds. Your guests should remain seated. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we will instruct each graduate and your guests when it is time to leave your seats. You will be exiting in turn from the rear doors, and a photograph will be taken of you and your guests. An electronic copy of this photograph will be available to all graduates to access and share. Graduates, in May, you will be sent an invitation to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. This gathers feedback on your higher education experience to improve the experience of future students. We strive to provide the best university experience possible for our students, but this cannot be achieved without your valuable feedback. We would appreciate you watching out for an email to your university account so that you may assist us with this. Some of the terminology used in today's ceremony may be unfamiliar to you. To assist in your appreciation of the ceremony, we have provided a history of graduation and an explanation of the terms in the graduation booklet. The academic procession will enter the venue in a few moments. When the procession enters, could you please rise and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem? Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this very special graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University of Newcastle, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Darkinjung people on whose traditional land this campus is located, and I pay my respects to elders past, present and future. As presiding officer of this ceremony and a graduate of some years ago, I am honoured to be able to celebrate this major milestone in your academic journey. Each of our university's graduates is unique, and each year through these ceremonies we celebrate their success. This year's graduates are indeed an inspiration. Before me sits a group of people whose determination and resilience is remarkable by any measure. We all know that the past 2 years have been unprecedented. The pandemic has had a profound impact on every person in this room, and the crisis came right on the heels of major natural disasters, of floods and fires, which had already taken a toll on many of our students. This ceremony acknowledges your drive and determination to succeed. Graduates, today you take with you a degree from one of the finest institutions in the world. Newcastle is acknowledged for delivering excellence in education to some 39,000 students. Our degree programs are designed to prepare you for life and work after you graduate and connect you with your industries and communities. Similarly, our research is focused on delivering impact and innovation, with a steady focus on working with partners to support the development of our region. The university's focus on excellence in education and research sits hand in glove with a long-held commitment to equity. We offer the opportunity of education to students from all walks of life who have talent and determination. 1/4 of our students are from low socio-economic backgrounds, and we have the largest number of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students of any Australian university. We are very proud of every student, and we are committed to providing the best learning environment and opportunities to help them realise their potential. Today's celebration of the completion of your studies marks another important milestone: your entry into the University of Newcastle Alumni Network, and you are in very good company. One example is Monica Goforth, who completed a Master of Social Change and Development in 2011. Monica has dedicated her life to breaking the cycle of poverty and has worked with rural communities in Guatemala since 2014. She has worked with them to install solar power to 19 schools and community centres, and has put in green technology solutions to help local fish farmers and honey producers. Monica Gosforth absolutely lives our values of excellence, equity, engagement and sustainability. She is using the education she had here at the University of Newcastle to work at the grassroots level to bring electricity and clean water to households and schools. It's impressive work. Our alumni network is vast. Another alumna is Dr. Scott Sleep. He is one of Australia's leading educators in STEM, and a few years back was awarded the Prime Minister's Prize for Excellence in Science and Teaching. Scott completed his Bachelor of Education here in 1996 and his PhD in Environmental Engineering in 2015. His work through the STEM Industry School Partnerships program is all about getting school teachers to be able to teach science, technology, engineering and maths in a way to really engage students. Instead of teachers being the fountain of all knowledge, Scott runs a program focused on getting students to lead their learning by getting hands-on. Scott developed a course that saw a 20% increase in the number of local students who were taking STEM subjects in the region at a time when the rest of the state saw a decline. And his work that was developed right here in this region, is now being used in 30 countries. You are now united with achievers like Monica Goforth and Dr. Scott Sleep and the people sitting around you as an alumnus of the university. Our network of passionate and talented alumni stretches across the world, comprising 161,000 members in 152 countries. The network and its chapters offer unique opportunities to connect professionally and socially with other alumni, and I encourage you to stay in touch. Today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and this ceremony is a symbol of all you've experienced and achieved during your time here at the university. This includes an acknowledgement of the support of your family and friends who have been with you every step of the way on your journey to today. To family and friends, we sincerely thank you for the important role you have played in reaching this important milestone. I now call on Professor Lee Smith, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for the College of Engineering, Science and Environment, to introduce today's occasional speaker.
Presiding Officer, it gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Chris Scarlett to deliver today's occasional address. Professor Scarlett completed a Bachelor of Science Honours at the University of Newcastle in 2000. He then received his PhD in pancreatic cancer biology from the University of Sydney in 2007, where he established a novel proteomic initiative with the specific aim of using proteomics as a tool to answer clinically relevant questions. Using this approach, he identified unique markers of pancreatic and bile duct cancer by creating powerful new diagnostic models for the improved diagnosis of pancreaticobiliary malignancies. He then spent 5 postdoctoral years at the Pancreatic Cancer Research Group at the Garvan Institute of Medical Research. Professor Scarlett moved to the University of Newcastle in early 2012 to teach in the Food Science and Human Nutrition programme, as well as founding his research programme investigating novel treatments of pancreatic cancer, where he has supervised 19 PhD students to completion and contributed to the most comprehensive study of whole cancer genomes to date, as part of his role in the International Pan-Cancer Project. Since joining the university, Professor Scarlett has held numerous roles, including Head of Discipline, Deputy Head of School, and Director of the Priority Research Centre for Drug Development. In his current role as Assistant Dean Global Engagement, Transnational Education in the College of Engineering, Science and Environment, Professor Scarlett drives global strategic initiatives for the college. He seeks to provide international students the opportunity to undertake life-changing experiences within the college, as well as facilitating opportunities for our domestic students to advance their careers by studying abroad. Professor Scarlett is passionate about ensuring a nurturing and engaging student experience. I'm delighted that Professor Scarlett is able to join us on this very special occasion for our graduates from the College of Engineering, Science and Environment. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Scarlett to deliver the occasional address.
Presiding Officer, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends of the graduates, and most importantly, the graduates. Before I begin, I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land for which the University of Newcastle campuses stand, and I pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. I extend this acknowledgement to the Darkinjung people of the land in which the Ourimbah campus resides, and the Awabakal people of the land in which the Callaghan campus resides, where I studied and where I continue to work. Graduates, congratulations. Today, you are joining the ranks of generations before you in a timeless quest for knowledge. I am very humbled and honoured to be among you here today, as there is a real special place in my heart for the University of Newcastle, and in particular the Ourimbah campus. Many of you are likely wondering who I am and why I'm speaking to you today. That's a good question. But hopefully it is because of my history and my experiences here on the Central Coast and the University of Newcastle, and not just because I was the only available option or who drew the shortest straw, but who knows. Now this may sound a little cliched, but 22 years ago I was sitting where you all sit now. I was excited, not as hot, but also anxious at all the pomp and ceremony that you see here today. I enrolled at the University of Newcastle fresh out of high school, just literally over the hill here, after attending primary school just over that hill. I've been entrenched within the walls of the University of Newcastle on and off since 1995, and I've experienced life here as an undergraduate student, a casual demonstrator, a sessional academic, and a full-time academic. And I think each year my beard seems to be getting greyer and greyer, and something I want to put forward, maybe salary sacrificing can also contribute to my therapy bills. No. But seriously, just as you have all done, 27 years ago I embarked on my journey into tertiary education, okay, not knowing what to expect or where it will take me. And for those of you that might be snickering or thinking, clearly not that far if you're still here in the same place, I hope I can convince you otherwise. Undertaking my undergraduate degree here at the University of Newcastle has taught me so much about myself and has provided me with the tools and the confidence to move forward in my career. Since graduating, I have worked with many inspiring people, many people who have made real life and world changes in some amazing places, and I've been able to travel to many beautiful countries around the world. And I feel that this has significantly enriched my life, and I consider myself to be successful. Successful not only in my career, but also, and I think more importantly, as a person. I am a very different person to what I was 27 years ago. Not just older, greyer, wider, but also more confident, resilient, and more wise. None of this would have been possible without the time I spent here and the training and support offered to me by staff at the University of Newcastle. It's really wonderful to look around and see so many bright, happy faces behind lots of masks. Okay? Each of you have your own story to tell and your own reasons for being here, and I respect that. Some have transitioned straight from high school, from families with generations of university graduates. Others may be first in family. Others might be returning later in life after raising families. Some have come from family life with very challenging backgrounds, while others not so much. But I'd like you to note the recurring theme here, family. Regardless of the difference in background, where we've all come from, you all have something in common. You're all part of the University of Newcastle family, and you always will be. You're also part of the Ourimbah campus family, which is something even more special. So the Ourimbah campus, as you clearly know now, offers more than just, say, sheep husbandry and barn dancing, okay? It is a unique family-like campus that develops the next generation of leaders, of problem solvers, in a caring, family-like way, providing students with more personalised experiences to make the most of their university days. And I am proud to be here and part of the university campus. It is truly a special place. All right, so enough about me and enough about this fantastic campus and university. Today we're here to celebrate you. We're here to celebrate the wonderful achievements of the graduates, as well as acknowledging the unwavering support provided by parents, carers, families and friends, without whom many would not be sitting here today. The sacrifice, support, wisdom and love you have provided these students cannot be underestimated. You have been instrumental to the success of your loved one, the University of Newcastle and to this country, so thank you. Graduates, can you please show your appreciation by giving a round of applause for your parents, carers, families and friends. Now, I've been asked to give you some practical insights into what to expect for your future, including challenges and rewards. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. Life is hard in so many ways. But you've seen this, you've experienced this. With the graduates I see before me, I know that you are all amazing and can achieve incredible things. For you to be sitting here celebrating such an outstanding achievement after spending more than half of your degree impacted by a global pandemic is truly remarkable. I cannot overestimate the respect I have for you all, for sitting here in this room at the moment. Your lives have literally been flipped on their heads, yet you've remained engaged, been flexible, agile, and have achieved something special, something truly amazing. Now, the practical insights that may assist you moving forward into the next phase of your life journey, your career. I would like to share with my experiences and my beliefs, and I hope that what I say may have you walking away with at least one take-home message that may help you. So it's been said that a career is made when you go around doing wonderful, interesting things. And looking back, I believe this to be somewhat true. My work has taken me in a lot of interesting directions, and the career I've built over time has been a combination of my interests, hard-earned knowledge, hard work, experience, support from others, and taking new opportunities when they present themselves. For me, the University of Newcastle has played a huge role in this journey, and as it has for every one of you graduating today. That we are here at all means that the university has succeeded in its job to stimulate, to teach, and enable you to move on a pathway towards real world skills and experience and expertise. But this is really just the first part of your journey. This professional life is yours to make. There are so many possible futures and directions that you can take, and it really is down to us, to you, for whichever ones that you choose. And I say which ones because the chances are that there is not just one career path ahead for you. There are likely many pathways you may find yourself going down, and that's okay. Today, you are graduating into a hectic, unpredictable world, one that brings some of the biggest challenges that humanity has faced. And while it's nice to think that all is going to be okay and that other people can solve these problems for us, this really isn't reality. It won't be okay unless we apply ourselves as individuals, as societies, to the fullest of our abilities and to the problems at hand. So I ask you, which of the many real-world problems of our world today can you take a part in solving? What is it that you can do that will make a difference to someone, somewhere, somehow? Because realistically, none of us can afford to be indifferent. We all have a role to play, and the first and most immediate challenge of all of those that you face is to find your own unique path towards playing that role. Irrespective of the different paths chosen by you here today, one thing that each path has in common is that they will always impact other people. And ultimately, the solution comes down to working with other people to make things better and to make the world a better place. So consequently, one of the things I can't stress strongly enough is the importance of building relationships and working as a team. If you think back to how you arrived here today, there will be people who helped make it all happen. Perhaps your parents or grandparents encouraged you, or you had a fantastic, inspiring teacher or a business mentor, maybe an employer who allowed you great flexibility so you could study while being employed, or a circle of friends who helped and continue to help each other to learn. Such relationships are the bedrock of where you've got to today, and they are important. And the relationships you'll form during your working life will be vital too. We all need other people, their experience, their ideas, their energy, their knowledge, their connections. We need it all. So embrace the new communities of practice that you'll be joining, and the networks that you have a chance to become a part of, including, as mentioned before, the alumni network of the university. And you'll know when you find the networks that are right for you. Individually, you can achieve good things, but it's working with others that will make you truly great. Next, stay interested, stay engaged, something I always say to my students. A sense of curiosity, motivation, purpose and meaning is a great foundation on which to build future successes. If you are truly interested, you can't help but have a yearning and a wanting to learn something new. It's hard to describe how you know when you've found that something actually fascinates you, but you'll know it when you do. So what are you interested in? What kinds of things give you that sense that this might be something interesting? If you've already found it, wonderful, keep going. If you have yet to find it, keep exploring until you do. It is that interest that will keep you going professionally, even when times get tough, and they will. Which leads me to my next point, which is to be prepared to fail, but accept it and know that it is okay. It's a part of life, it's a part of relationships and of your career and work. Failure is feedback. The point is that just as in the rest of your life, you can't and won't be perfect within your career or the world of work. You're going to encounter issues, you're going to make mistakes, and you need to learn from them. But then you can pick yourself up and keep going, keep moving forward. Over the years, I've made many small failures, and I think ask anyone here who knows me, and I'm sure that they'll happily and passionately corroborate that fact. I'll likely make more mistakes. I'll likely make some mistakes today. Maybe I'll fail something that I'm working on today, but hopefully it's not this address. But the point is, I've come to learn from my mistakes, my failures, and the acceptance that it is okay to fail. It helps me to improve, to do better, and to be better. And again, look around you. Look up here at your leaders of the university. I can guarantee that if you ask any of them, you'll find that they have all made mistakes too. They have accepted these mistakes, they have accepted these failures, and they've learned from them to make them even better, more inspiring leaders. So accept your mistakes, learn from them, and then move forward in a positive direction. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, respect equity and diversity. I've had a number of different positions at various institutions over the years, and I've learnt some of the most important lessons, not just for my future career opportunities, but for my daily life. I have learnt how different people are from me, from each other, and that's actually something that's truly special. We are extremely fortunate to live in a country with such diversity, from the colour of its dirt to the differing of its seasons, to the culture of its communities and the languages of its people, from the urban sprawl to the remote ruralness, and from the colours of our skin and to the varieties of how we identify. We are all different, yet we are all important. This must be respected. So when you go on to your careers and work in areas that deal with people, remember that most people are not like you. In professional life, it is vital to understand and respect the diversity of people in our communities, to be ready to work with others and to value their differences. Your employers will need this from you. The community will need this from you. The ability to work with respect for others is vital. None of your workplaces will be run by just one sort of person. They will rely on a diverse workforce to succeed, and all are vital to making a successful enterprise. So, as you go on from today's great celebrations, I encourage you to remember these things. Build relationships, learn from your failures, find wonder and follow your interests, and respect diversity that is all around you. These are all key to a successful career. Graduates, enjoy this coming year as your first since graduating from these degrees. Celebrate the great successes that you have achieved in studying and graduating during such terrible times and difficult and challenging times. Congratulations, and I wish you all the very best for a bright future, wherever that may take you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Scarlett, for a wonderful address. I'm sure that there's lots that we can all take away from your presentation today. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important aspect of this ceremony. For this, I'm going to ask for all of the graduates to please stand. Okay. As presiding officer of this ceremony, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission of that award. Please join me in applauding the wonderful achievements of our graduates. Graduates, please be seated. I now call on Professor Sandy Stacey, Head of the School of Environmental and Life Sciences, to present today's graduates.
Presiding Officer, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to awards of this university. Graduates, would you please stand as your name is announced? Doctor of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent supervised study for the equivalent of up to 4 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by external experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honor a graduate who has satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. Kaywin Pham, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Pham's thesis is titled Characterization of the Tuckeroo, Cupaniopsis anacardoides fruits, an investigation of their phytochemicals and anti-cancer potential. Dr. Pham. Congratulations to our higher degree by research graduate. Presiding Officer, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to undergraduate awards of this university. Luke Barron, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Alexander Bone, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Michelle Briggs, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Jared Dodds, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Jessica Gawthorne, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Scott Haynes, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Georgia McMahon, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Andrew Paviak, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Daniel Perks, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Alicia Perro, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Nicola Walker, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction. Timothy Bailey Coles, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Jacob Bartlett, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Jack Bailey, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Kai Bunichi, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Cameron Boyd, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Grace Burgess, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Ella Buto, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. David Butlin, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Madeline Cherry, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Jackson Colley, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Daniel Collins, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Joshua Cook, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Hugh Cooper, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Ryan Craig, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Presiding Officer, that concludes the presentations of graduates at this time.
Thank you, Professor Stacey. We'll now enjoy a short musical interlude by Ben Levick and Terence Cooper performing It Had to Be You by Gus Kahn and Isham Jones. Ben and Terence are graduates of our music program.
Why do I do just as you say? Why must I just give you your way? Why do I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate that kept me saying I had to wait. I saw them all, just couldn't fall till we met. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true and could make me be blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. To be you, you know that it had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true and could make me be blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. I've seen might never be me, try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, baby, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.
Thank you, Ben and Terence, for that wonderful performance. I invite Professor Stacey to continue presenting graduates.
Presiding Officer, I present Sebastian Deknix, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Brianna Despacito, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Jack Dormer, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Dominic Faulkner, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Zoe Flett, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Lachlan Foxall, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Kyle Furness, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Emma Galley, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. April Gialouris, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Emily Gill, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Gabrielle Greaves, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Tyson Ingold, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Sarah Knight, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Linda Leapins, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Jack Main, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Grace McEwen, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Christian Moore, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Tristan Morris Bowyer, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Luke O'Connor, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Jasper Offen, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Marius Pape, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Cameron Phillips, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Kelly Plasto, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Tegan Powell, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Bo Runciman, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Jared Swager, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Brendan Short, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science. Cara Sparch-Cavento, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Cameron Tibbs, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Gia Vitale, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Lachlan Wright, graduating with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. Caitlin Hain, graduating with a Bachelor of Science with distinction. Isabel Roberts, graduating with a Bachelor of Science with distinction. James Biddle, graduating with a Bachelor of Science. Braden Luck, graduating with a Bachelor of Science. Sky McMahon, graduating with a Bachelor of Science. Chelsea Smith, graduating with a Bachelor of Science. Frederick Rodak, graduating with a Bachelor of Science. Presiding Officer, that concludes the presentation of the graduates.
Thank you, Professor Stacey. I now invite Michelle Briggs, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science with distinction, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Good afternoon, Presiding Officer, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, family and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Michelle Briggs, and I am very honoured to be speaking today on behalf of those graduating a Bachelor of Science and a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science. I would like to start off by extending a huge congratulations to all of my fellow graduates for this outstanding accomplishment. Being here today has required an immense amount of hard work, discipline, effort, organisation, and diligence for the past 3 years. From all of the lectures, labs, tutorials, placements, studying, quizzes, assignments, and exams, you should all be extremely proud of your achievements. We must recognise that completing our degree could not have been possible alone. We each had some form of support to keep us going and motivated. Whether that was your family, friends, partners, or even just your dog or cat, we have so much to be thankful for. I would also like to recognise the source where we obtained all of our knowledge from. And no, I am not talking about those subscriptions to Chegg or Quizlet, but to our amazing lecturers, demonstrators, and supervisors. To all the lecturers and university staff, thank you for all of your help, support, and the many hours you put in each week. Each and every one of us appreciate all you have done to get us to graduation today, and this wouldn't have been possible without you. We are all a unique group of graduates. Not only do we experience the typical university challenges, such as those late nights finishing assignments, watching lectures double the speed to get them done quicker, or, like me, realising I was 2,000 words over in my essay that was due in an hour. Yes, don't ask. But we also had to complete our degree during a global pandemic. In 2020, all staff and students were faced with new challenges with COVID-19. This involved completing all lectures, labs, tutorials on Zoom, dealing with other lifestyle changes, and even just trying to find the motivation with online learning. However, there are some perks that we can't ignore, such as a 2-week COVID extension, watching lectures in bed, and the open book exams. Overall, this unique experience has allowed us to graduate with more resilience and the ability to adapt to change, as well as a unique skill set to adapt our fields into the changing ways of society. You should all be so proud, completing your degree during this difficult time. I am from a family full of proud graduates. My brother, Adam Briggs, graduated an honours degree in agricultural economics at the University of Sydney and was awarded the University Medal, as well as completing a Masters of Evaluation. He is now Head of Data and Insights at Hort Innovation, which is the development corporation for Australia's horticultural sector. My sister, Jacqueline Briggs, graduated an honours degree in fashion design and textiles, as well as an MBA specialising in social impact. She now runs her own successful business, Secret Sisterhood, where she distributes 100% of all profits to women's charities, as well as working with the Hunger Project. Let this be a reminder that us here today is just the beginning. As graduates in the field of science, we are the future. Science is all about questioning, and it's forever changing, evolving, and adapting. Our degrees are also valued in society to increase fundamental knowledge and to establish new, innovative technology. So, whether you will now continue on to postgraduate study, such as your master's, honours, or if you're aiming to get that PhD, or if you're going straight into full-time work, or even taking some time off to find your feet, this is a new and exciting chapter for us all. I would like to conclude by saying, be proud of how far you have come, and have faith in how far you can continue to go. Thank you, and congratulations to all graduates today.
Thank you, Michelle, for speaking so well on behalf of your cohort. I hope you've enjoyed today's ceremony, and thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, I ask graduates, can you please remain seated, and I ask everyone else to stand and join me in applauding the wonderful achievements of our graduates. I now declare the ceremony concluded. Once again, congratulations, graduates. Go out and make a difference.